Good morning students. Today in this video we have to discuss about the national income second chapter. In the last class we have seen introduction of national income, definitions and Simon Kuznets definitions also we discussed. Today we are going to learn about gross national product GNP. It includes 5 types of goods and services. Okay, 5 types of final goods and services. We are discussing about the GNP includes 5 types of final goods and services. What are they? Consumption, investment, government expenditure and net factors of exports of the goods and services, that is difference between the value of exports and imports of goods and services, which is known as X minus M. So net factor income from abroad, which refers to the difference between the factor income received from abroad by normal resident of India. So what they saying here, suppose Indian people residing in abroad, America, they are earning amount, they are producing something and selling that and they can earn income. Suppose they sending the money to India, which is received, okay, received by India from normal resident of Indian in abroad. Like that, a factor income paid to foreign resident. Suppose a foreign people residing in India, like that they are sending amount to their country, means for the factor services rendered by them. So which is called as paid. Okay. So the formula is R minus P. R means received. P means paid. So we have to subtract the paid from received. Understood? GNP at market prices means the gross value of final goods and services produced annually in a country plus net factor from abroad. Net factor income from abroad, which is, what is GNP at market prices? C plus I plus G plus X minus M. And we have to add the net factor income from abroad, which means R minus P. So plus R minus P including with them. So GNP at market prices equal to GDP at market prices plus net factor income from abroad. This is the formula. This may ask in your 1 mark. Then net national product NNP at market prices. What is this? Net national product refers to the value of the net output of the economy during the year. The overall economy calculated in a year. The NNP is obtained by deducting the value of depreciation. We know that. Okay, NNP is deducting the value of depreciation or replacement allowances, the capital assets from GNP. It is expressed as NNP equal to GNP minus depreciation allowance. So that the formula is NNP equal to GNP minus depreciation allowance. So here depreciation is also called as capital consumption allowance. We know that. Then NNP at factor cost. What is NNP? NNP we know that, isn't it? So the NNP refers to the market value of output, whereas NNP at factor cost is the total of income payment made to factors of production. Whatever income payment made to the factors of production, that is called NNP. Thus, from the money value of NNP at market prices, which is taken as at market price, we deduct the amount of indirect taxes and add subsidies to arrive at the net national income at the factor cost, which is NNP. Okay, NNP at factor cost means NNP at market price minus indirect taxes plus subsidies. So here subsidies given by the government to the producers and indirect taxes also paying by the producers. That and all we want to subtract. Okay, we add indirect taxes plus subsidies, and both are subtracted from NNP. Then only we can say NNP at factor cost. Understood? Then we have to move personal income. What is personal income? Personal income is the total income received by the individuals of a country from all sources before payment of direct taxes in a year. See here, this is 2 mark question. Okay, what is personal income, or define personal income? So personal income is the total income received by the individual of a country from all the sources when before they paying the direct taxes in a year. Within a year, before they paying the taxes, the direct taxes, not indirect taxes. Okay, if we are calculated that income received by the individual means, which is personal income, we are not calculated the direct income, the direct taxes along with them. So the personal income is never equal to the national income, because the former includes the transfer payments, whereas they are not included in the national income. See here, the former includes the transfer payment, whereas they are not included in national income. Suppose they are paying amount to transfer their goods from one place to another place. That and all not coming under the national income. That and all not calculated, okay, as a national income. So personal income is derived from national income by deducting undistributed corporate profit. So this is a very important one. The personal income is derived from national income by deducting undistributed corporate profit. The corporate companies having a large amount of profit, which is undistributed profit, and employees' contribution to social security schemes and adding transfer payments. These are not concluded with national income. So personal income equal to national income minus social security contribution and undistributed corporate profit plus transfer payment. We should subtract the social security contribution. What are the social security contribution? Suppose the defense forces, they are the government is spending amount to the defense forces, that are not calculated. Okay, they should be subtracted from national income. The social security contribution and the undistributed corporate profits, this should be subtracted, and we should add the transfer payment. Like I said, the farmer transferring goods from one place to another place, they have to pay, pay amount, some amount. The amount that and all not calculated as a national income, not mentioned in any documents. So that personal income means national income minus social security contributed and undistributed corporate profit plus transfer payment. Able to understand? This is personal income. Next we have to move disposable income. What is disposable income? A disposable income is also known as disposable personal income. It is the individual's income after the payment of income tax. Before they are going to pay tax, income tax, the amount, the income received by the individual means, which is their personal income. Understood? This income, the amount available for household for consumption. How much they are going to pay for their consumption, for their family. So household for consumption, which is disposable income. Once they are spending money, it cannot recover, it cannot send again. So disposable income equal to personal income minus direct tax. That's why we are saying before going to pay the direct tax, we are calculating the income of an individual means which is personal income. If we are adding the direct tax which is disposable income. So personal income minus direct tax, as the entire disposable income is not spent on consumption, maybe savings, okay, they may be keeping some amount with their hand or in the bank which is saving, So disposable income equal to consumption plus saving. It may be at direct tax, okay, they have to pay direct tax, consumption and some amount they have to save. This is disposable income. One more question they may ask. Disposable income equal to consumption plus saving. Per capita income. What is per capita income? The average income of a person of a country in a particular year is called per capita income. So, per capita income is obtained by dividing national income by population. So, the overall population, okay, dividing national income by the overall population. See the formula, per capita income equal to national income divided by overall population. We can get per capita income. Real income. Nominal income is national income expressed in terms of a general price level of a particular year. In the other word, real income is the buying power of nominal income. Purchasing power we can say. Okay, the purchasing power of nominal income we can say. The national income is the final value of goods and services produced and expressed in terms of money at current prices in a year, but it does not indicate the real state of the economy. Okay, so the real income is derived as follows: national income at current prices divided by P1 divided by P0. Here the P0 means the initial year to the current year. Okay, P1 means current year. So the real income at constant price equal to national income at current price. This is called as real income. So the price index during current year means P1. Like that, P0 is price index during the base year, the initial year we can. Let us see GDP deflator. GDP deflator is an index of price changes of goods and services included in GDP. Whatever changes happened in the market about goods and services, which is GDP deflator. It is a price index which is calculated by dividing the nominal GDP in a given year by the real GDP for the same year, which is multiplied by 100. The formula of GDP deflator is nominal GDP divided by real GDP into 100. This is the formula. Okay, the 2 mark question may be asked. Next we have to move methods of measuring national income. How can we measure the national income? Here 3 methods we have to follow. All the goods and services produced in the country must be counted and converted against money value during a year. Whatever services and goods produced in a country, all the goods and services counted and converted against money value. We have to say money value as a national income. Thus, whatever is produced is yearly used for consumption, for saving. Thus, national output can be computed at any of 3 levels, vice versa. As I said to you, production, income and expenditure method. These are the 3 methods we have to calculate national income. Accordingly, there are 3 methods that are used to measure the national income: production or value added method. You should know about the another name of the production method also. Okay, the production or value added method, income method or factory earning method, expenditure method. See, if these methods are done correctly, the three methods are done correctly, the following equation must be hold. Output equal to income equal to expenditure. So, what they saying, this formula, output equal to income equal to expenditure, if the three methods are calculating correctly, it may be come. And GDP equal to the sum of spending, factor income or output. What are the spending and factor income or output? And GDP expenditure, factor income and value of output. See here one table given. Go through the table. GDP in expenditure, GDP in factor income, GDP out of value of output. See here in expenditure, consumption happening here. Okay, these are all coming under expenditure. Consumption, government spending, investment spending, change in value of stocks, exports minus imports. So GDP known as aggregate demand. Like that, factor incomes. What are the factor incomes in national income? See, income from people in jobs and in self-employment. Example, wages and salaries, these are all. Profits of private sector business. Rent income from the ownership of land. These are all coming under factor income. Like that, value of output. What are the value of output? Coming. Value added from each of the main economic sectors. And these sectors are primary sector, secondary sector, manufacturing sector and quaternary sector. From this sector, the value of output coming to GDP. Let us see the first method, product method. We will discuss the product method in the coming video.